And here they are, my top 10 shooting guards for fantasy basketball this year across 8 categories. That's right, y'all, we don't do turnovers here, at least not in Kamla's world. Number 1, James Harden of the Houston Rockets. It's everything with this guy. Among the league leaders in scoring, he rebounds, he drops 5 or 6 assists per game, he steals the ball, hits a million threes, and does it with good percentages. Houston believes that they're in it to win it. These are important games every single night. Harden will be fully engaged, and he will absolutely pack the stat sheet for you this season. Coming in at number 2 on my shooting guard list, wait for it, Kobe Bryant. I don't know how many games the Lakers are winning. I don't know if the Lakers are a playoff team, but I do know this. Kobe Bryant has been doubted by a lot of people. Mistake. He loves proving people wrong, and he's going to do it this year. His career averages are 25, 5, and 5. That's what he's doing this year. He's going to do it in a different way. It's going to be more beneath the rim, more of the YMCA game, but Kobe is going to get Kobe numbers this year. That's a promise. Number 3 is the Phoenix Suns' new $70 million man, Eric Bledsoe. He, like Harden, is a stat sheet stuffer. The steals, the threes. Now, if he were in a situation where he didn't have to, share as much as he does in Phoenix, he'd be about 23, 6, and 6. As it is, he's about 18, 5, and 5. He's had these knee problems in the past. Hopefully they're behind him. Hopefully he can play 80-plus games and realize this ranking, number 3 on my list. As we get to number 4, it's Victor Oladipo of the Orlando Magic. Now, he could be on a sleeper list, but the thing is, I'm not sleeping on him, and you shouldn't. I've got him at my 4 spot among shooting guards because he is going to, like Bledsoe and like Harden and like Kobe, pack the stat sheet with just about everything in there. Blocks, steals, threes, rebounds, assists. This guy literally is a jack of all trades. Now, the shooting percentages might not be exactly what you want. He's still a young guy feeling his way into the NBA in year 2. But I could see triple-doubles from Victor Oladipo this year without any trouble at all. In at number 5 is Monte Ellis of the Mavericks. I'm a little concerned about Monte this year. Not about injury, but about all the guys they now have in Dallas that can score the rock. They got Raymond Felton, they got Jameer Nelson, they got Devin Harris, they have Chandler Parsons, Dirk Nowitzki. They have a lot of guys in Dallas right now. They're going to have to spread the wealth a little bit offensively. I don't know if Monte is going to have the huge shooting numbers that he's had, but he's still going to assist, he's still going to steal, still going to hit some threes, and still be really valuable as the 5th shooting guard on my list. In at number 6, Dwayne Wade of the Heat. I'm loving Wade this year because he's got something to prove. People, Charles Barkley, all these guys, they've been shoveling dirt on Wade's grave. Wade has taken Wade off. LeBron James is now in Cleveland. The Heat have returned to Wade's team. I think he's going to take all of that, roll it up, and go 25-5 as he typically has done. And in years past, what made him so special was the 1 block and 2 steals per game. If Wade can get back to that, he'll be a top 3 shooting guard this year. Number 7 on my shooting guard list is DeMar DeRozan of the Raptors. Coming into last year, he was pretty monodimensional. He scored the ball and really didn't do anything else. Last year, he started sprinkling in some threes, started sprinkling in some steals, and thus now, you have fantasy value from one of the top risers in the NBA. Really took a leadership role with Toronto, parlayed that into a gig with USA Basketball, and the improvement is going to continue for Double D this season. Number 8 on my shooting guard list is Klay Thompson of the Warriors. Now, he needs to get more steals to move higher up on this list, but the scoring's going to be around 18 per. He's going to be well over 2 threes, maybe even over 3 threes per game. He's going to be around 5 rebounds. Obviously, you don't look for assists from Klay Thompson. I want him to focus on that steal category. Get that to about 1.5. We know the shooting categories are there, and Klay Thompson is as solid a pick as you can get at this 2-guard position. Number 9, Lance Stevenson of the Pit. I mean Hornets. Yes, he pulled a fast one on Indy. He's heading to Charlotte, and his numbers are going to be bigger. Last year, he had to share with Paul George and David West and all those guys. Went about 13, 7, and 5, something like that. He is a 25-5 type player. He won't get quite that high, but I can see 18, 5, and 5 from Lance. The reason he's number 9, doesn't hit many threes, doesn't steal the rock all that much. And at number 10 on my shooting guard list is Joe Johnson, who unseats Bradley Beal, who, of course, has the fractured left wrist. He's going to miss 6 to 8. He's out of the top 10. Joe Johnson is in. Now, Brooke Lopez is back, but I think a big key is Paul Pierce now being in Washington with Beal, opening up more opportunities for Joe Johnson. So instead of like 16-3-3, which